Bron Breakker has graduated to the next level of WWE. Bron Breakker will be, I said it during the recording of WrestleMania. I said, Bron Breakker could easily be the guy who takes the title off of Jay Uso sooner rather than later. I don't know how long the Jay Uso experiment lasts, and I think Bron Breakker is chomping at the fucking bits to be a world champion, and I think that it's possible if this Jay thing doesn't go as planned, right? Because this is an experiment. Don't get it twisted. Jay Uso is an experiment. And if we're 4 or 5 weeks
Also,
into this, they don't know what they're going to get with Jay. He doesn't talk well. Like, he yeets and he dance and he does all the noises, but we don't know what it looks like when Jay now has to be a champion. He's now got to be the A side of the story. Because don't get it twisted. His hype was A-level, but Gunther carried a lot of the
conversation
load of getting to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now Jey Uso has to do that in some stories and some feuds. And so it reminds me of when, if you remember when Biggie was so loved. Yeah. And then he became world champion. And I took so much shit because I said he's too comedic.
Yeah.
And it was 4 weeks later that they quickly saw the funny shit doesn't work as world champion. Mm-hmm. We're going to see, does the Gen Z yeet making noises, does that work as a world champion? Or is that great when you're chasing the title? But when Bron Breakker's chomping at the bits. Just remember me saying this. Bron Breakker is chomping at the bits. And if this experiment doesn't work, there is a spear with Jey Uso's name written all over it. And they will quickly turn. And like I say, he graduated tonight. You can lose at WrestleMania, and we still all recognize you graduated to the next level. Lauren, we got to see, this was unexpected. I picked Rusev. You picked...
I don't even remember who
I don't remember who you picked either, but we got Joe Hendry. Which,
I know. I was actually excited when I saw him.
Ultimately, this makes sense. I saw Mike say this in the Discord. Randy Orton was going to win this match. Mm-hmm. There was no doubt in my mind. I saw other people say that he didn't have to win, but there was no doubt. I think Randy Orton was set to win this match. Joe Hendry made sense, right? Because who is the guy you can call on to get the absolute most insane reaction from the crowd? It can be a short match. Joe Hendry can get a couple of spots in. Yeah. All of a sudden, what they did for TNA tonight cannot be overlooked. They did more for TNA in one night than AEW did in that entire relationship with TNA. Mm-hmm. The fact that they had Joe Hendry on WrestleMania, he got a WrestleMania entrance moment, the whole shabam. He got to run through his greatest
hits. I knew
hits.
who Joe Hendry was because of you.
Sure.
Like, if as a normal casual wrestler, I would never know who he was. If I'm not a wrestler, but I know what you mean
as a fan. But
yeah.
So Joe Hendry is someone who has transcended TNA wrestling. He's done it through TikTok, through social media. He's appeared in NXT a couple times. This was perfect. This was absolutely perfect. When I look at this is one of those things where I look at it and I go, stupid. I should have known this. It worked so good. It worked so good with him turning back to the camera, then eating the RKO, 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton picking him up, dusting him off, telling him, take your moment with the crowd, then fucking RKOing him again. That was so well written.